Hey, what's up, everyone? Raging Golden Eagle here, having way too much fun, as always. And today, I would like to rant about keeping a core audience and how all of these companies in current year lack the ability to do so. What do we see time and time again? Why do these companies go broke? Well, if you go all the way back, it really comes down to one mindset. This is the core of the problem, in my opinion, is these goddamn companies, they look out at their customer base and some potential customer base, and what they think is basically along the lines of, we don't need to appeal to our core audience, to our most hardcore fans. Those dumbasses are just mindless fanboys who will keep buying up our shit no matter what. We could take a dump and stamp our logo on it, and these fucking idiots are gonna buy it and ask for more. So we don't need to worry about appealing to them. We will instead worry about appealing to everyone but them. We will continue throwing them under the bus, taking away the things they like to try to bring in this other audience. And we know that these people are so blind and so stupid that they will stick with us no matter what, because, I mean, that's how fanboys are, right? So they abuse and exploit us like this, and then, funny enough, they try to guilt trip us when we abandon them. As soon as they notice all the fans are leaving, then they're like, oh, but what about all the good times we had together? Remember all this awesome shit we did? I could totally see Blizzard doing that. Remember how great Warcraft 2 was? Like, yeah, that was over 20 years ago. What have you done for me since, bitch? I'm not gonna support you just because a completely different group of people that aren't even employed at the company anymore once created something I like and it's under your brand umbrella. Fuck off with that bullshit. The saddest thing about this entire situation is this thought process that these corporations have is actually true. It actually works, at least in the short term. I mean, I saw Kojima being brought up before. Yeah, that's another one right there. Kojima has such a rabid fan base, he probably literally could take a dump and slap his logo on it, and his fans would hopefully not literally eat it up. Apple, another example. You got the iSheep that will buy anything Apple puts out. You got the Sony fanboys that stand aside and do nothing and even rationalize and try to justify everything the company is doing that's literally destroying them and setting them up for failure in the next generation because they're blind fanboys, and I never understood that. I've done multiple rants already about how I may come off as a fanboy sometimes, but that's only if I really like something. The moment you give me a stinker, you put out something I don't like, I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to buy every single thing you put out just because I like some of the things you put out. But unfortunately, in the short term anyway, there are a lot of stupid, blind, mindless fanboys out there that will keep buying your product just for the brand name. Thankfully, as time goes on, the ranks of the blind fanboys get smaller and smaller because the less zealous of them are always, just popping off at the fringes, just like, yeah, this ain't for me anymore. I've stuck with these guys for years thinking they'd turn it around. Yeah, and see, that's another thing too. The fanboys that are blindly loyal to some of these companies, one of the reasons they're sticking around is because they're hoping the company's going to turn it around. Their thought process is, I wouldn't want this company that has only fucked up a few times but has otherwise been great to go broke from this thing flopping. So even though I hate this thing, I will buy it anyway to support them just to make sure that they don't go broke or anything. That's what the rabid fans, the core fans, the hardcore fans, that's what they usually think. How the company sees it is, oh, look at them pay piggies eating up all the turds we throw in their faces. That's so funny. If a company puts out a shitty product and you buy it anyway out of some misguided sense of loyalty, the only message the bean counters see is, oh, looks like they want more of this since it was a success. They don't listen to you complaining on social media about how much it sucks, because if you bought it anyway, if you gave them the money anyway, that's the only message they're gonna see. So the second a company puts out a stinker, and this could be the first time it happened in 20 years, for example, you still should not support it. It needs to crash hard. They need to lose so much money on it that they learn their goddamn lesson and never pull this shit again. But unfortunately, there are usually more than enough blind fanboys to carry them along, no matter how bad they fuck up. So seeing this, I can somewhat understand why these companies feel this way. But eventually, the market catches up to them. Eventually, another company, a competitor, is going to see, oh, we got this unserved audience here. We're gonna actually give them what they want. And even your hardcore fans start abandoning ship when there's a better competitor. And then you're left alone, about to go broke, wondering what happened. Well, I'll tell you what happened. Those hardcore fans that you took for granted, even they've had enough and they've left. And at that point, there's no hope for your company. Because if you treat your most loyal, your most hardcore fans like shit, there is no hope for you. There's no future for your company. All trust and good faith is lost. As soon as even your most hardcore fans see you for what you really are, there's no recovering from that. There's nothing you can ever do. And honestly, you fucking deserve it if you ever find yourself in that position. If you treat your most hardcore fans like shit, and if you take them for granted because you assume they're always going to be there supporting you because they're just fucking idiots and they're blind and they'll eat up anything you give them, you're not worthy of those fans. You deserve to lose them, and you will. So I keep saying, even when it comes to me, like when we launch Blade Devil, if we eventually start veering off course and it's turning into something you don't like, stop supporting it. Please, put me in my place. If I start treating my most hardcore fans like shit, don't hesitate to just walk away. And make a big show of it, too. Let everyone know why. Yeah, because that's another thing, too. A lot of these blind fanboys are usually reluctant to say anything because for years, they've been attacking all the other dissenters in their blind fanboy rage. So any criticism towards the thing they're a fanboy of, oh, you must be a hater. So they're usually very unwilling to speak the truth and let everyone know exactly why they're leaving because they don't want to be seen as one of these haters. But I encourage you guys to do it, man. If Blade Devil goes off course, starts going into woke territory, I mean, that's never going to happen as long as I'm in charge of it. I'm going to say that right now. But in the off chance it did, you guys are going to have to let us know. Let us know, hey, I don't like this. Either you change it or I'm not giving you money anymore. And we're going to have to take some things into consideration. Which honestly is unfortunately a lot more than I can say for all of these woke-ass corporations out there that just take their core audience for granted and view them as just pay pigs that'll eat up whatever garbage they shit out. Oh, we don't need to appeal to them. They're blind fanboys. They'll accept anything. Why don't you ask Disney how that's working out for them with Star Wars? And that's all I gotta say, guys. Thanks for listening. In case some of you aren't aware yet, we actually have launched the Blade Devil merch shop. Link in the description box. So if you've ever wanted to support the channel but actually wanted something physical in return, we got the shop for you now. Lots of good stuff up in here. So if you would like any of those, or just in general want to support the channel, want to support original content, original products, like Diversity in Comics always used to say, then this is probably the best way to do it. So check it out. We're going to be adding new items on a monthly basis, at least in the near future. So check back often, and independent projects like the ones we're working on are only possible thanks to you guys. So appreciate all of your support.